Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today with Harmonious Intentions Yoga for this Yin Yoga flow. Today's flow is for beginners and we are going to be targeting our lower body. So go ahead and grab any props you'd like and your mat and let's get started. Today we're going to start standing at the front of our mat as we begin to shake out our arms. Close our eyes, taking a deep breath in and a deep exhale. On your next inhale, begin to bend the knees, reaching the arms up to the sky, and exhale, bringing our hands down to our heart. We're going to begin to focus on our breath as we begin to set our intentions for today's practice. Whether you are wanting to become more flexible, want to gain more relaxation, whatever it is, begin to focus on that intention as you connect with your breath, taking a long, deep inhale and exhale. Good. Once again, bending the knees, rounding ourselves up, reach up. And exhale, we're going to begin to dive ourselves down. As we hinge at the hips, keep the knees slightly bent as we go into an easy standing forward fold. So we want to make sure we're hinging from our hips, keeping our low back as straight as we can, and just begin to allow your body to relax and letting those hips release, feeling slight tension through the hamstrings. Now we are going to be holding this for about 2 minutes. For our first yin posture. So I want you to begin to relax and allow gravity to bring you lower and lower. With each breath, with each exhale, allowing yourself to relax more and more. As you feel those hips begin to release a little bit more, you want a little bit more of a stretch through the hamstrings. Feel free to straighten the legs just a little bit more at a time until you feel that good stretch, that good amount of tension throughout the hamstrings. And continue to hinge at the hips, keeping that low back as straight as possible. As you breathe, allow yourself to go a little deeper with each exhale. And if you can straighten the legs all the way if you'd like, as long as your hips and your lower back allow. Almost there. Just keep breathing. Good. Beginning to bend the knees as we take a deep breath in, rounding ourselves back up, reaching back up to the sky. Exhale, diving ourselves back down as we begin to plant the hands, stepping back into high plank, and begin to go down into our knees, chest, and chin, lifting up into our upward facing dog. Good. Now pushing back as we release the toes into our downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk it out on the spot, pushing one heel down at a time. Beginning to warm up and feel that release in the calves and the hamstrings. And when you're ready, go ahead and push both heels down as far as you can. Good. Bending the knees as we drop them down to the floor, releasing the toes as we begin to sit back into our child's pose. Beginning to return our focus to the breath, taking long, deep inhales and exhales. Feeling this gentle release in the low back, in the shoulders, listening to your body, feeling where you're holding more tension in some spots than others, beginning to relax and let it go. Bringing oxygen into the areas with the most tension. With each exhale, allowing yourself to let it go. Beginning to raise our body back up so we find ourselves in tabletop position, beginning to warm up our spine by taking a couple of cat-cows, breathing in as we look up, exhale as we round through the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round out. Inhale, look up. Exhale, rounding, tucking the chin. Inhale as we return back to center, bringing the hands forward as we begin to lower the body all the way down. As we transition into our next yin posture, placing your left arm across your mat, so we bend the right leg, grabbing onto the foot, And you can allow yourself to lower as far as you can for this simple but effective stretch for your quads. Feeling that stretch along the front of the leg. Breathing deep in and out. Allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper into the stretch as you relax with each exhale. Good. Releasing the foot. As we switch sides, bringing our right arm in front of us. As we bend and reach for that left foot. Pulling it towards us as we allow our body to drop. And if you can place your forehead on your forearm. As we feel that good stretch on our left front leg, on our quads. Allowing yourself to relax more and more with each exhale. As we stay connected with our breath, taking a long, deep inhalation and exhalation. Beginning to notice any differences on this side than the last, whether it's more tense or relaxed. Bringing oxygen into that leg, allowing yourself to relax and let go each exhale. Good. Releasing that foot. So we bring our hands to our sides, lifting up and upward, facing dog. And exhale as we push back, downward, facing dog. Good. Now we're going to begin to bend our knees as we hop to the center of our mat, crossing our ankles. As we find our way to a seated position, placing the soles of both feet together. So we grab on to either our ankles or up at our toes into our butterfly posture. Now I want you to allow your knees to drop as far as your body allows towards the ground. If you'd like, you can apply just a little bit of pressure with your elbows, but nothing major. So we're focused on keeping our back as straight as we can for now. Feeling the opening in our hips. So begin to breathe deep. Feeling our hips release, allowing the knees to go farther and closer to the ground with each exhale, as we allow the body to relax and let go. Allowing gravity to do most of the work here as it pulls the knees down to the ground. As we breathe intentionally in and out. Good. We have a little bit longer. Keep breathing. If you ever feel the need to get out of any of these postures because you're experiencing pain, feel free to do so. Otherwise, stay with that breath. Beginning to bring the knees back together as we allow our feet to extend a little bit, keeping those knees bent. As we grab onto the backs of the legs, as we slowly allow ourselves to roll down onto our backs. Adjusting if need be, straightening your legs out. Taking a deep breath in and out. We're going to bring our right knee up to our chest as we begin to pull it closer to our bodies. We're going to begin to circle our ankle to the left a couple times, getting some good movement, beginning to stimulate the synovial fluid within the joints. Now reverse to the right, as we take a couple circles that direction. Good. We're going to begin to straighten our leg up to the sky as we flex the foot. Placing your hand behind the knee as we begin to just slightly pull the leg towards us. Feeling this gentle stretch along the back of our hamstring. Continue pulling that leg slightly towards your body. Just as much as you can. Don't put too much muscle into it. Find where your body allows you to be. And breathe. Now, if you have a strap or a belt, you can also place it around your foot to give you something a little bit more to pull onto and get a deeper stretch. But if not, that's okay. You can just continue holding onto the back of that knee, slightly pulling towards the body. Good. Bending that knee as it comes back to the chest. And extending that leg back out as we bring the left knee up to our chest. Pulling it towards our bodies. Taking a deep breath in and out. Starting to add some movement of that left ankle, circling it over to the right. And to the left. Good. Beginning to straighten that left leg up to the sky, flexing that foot. Grabbing behind the knee, starting to pull it towards you. Once again, feeling a nice stretch along that left hamstring. And if you have a belt or a strap and want just a little bit of a deeper stretch, go ahead, put that around your foot, give a slight and gentle pull. If not, just continue pulling the leg towards you. Good. Bending that knee as it falls back to your chest. And straightening it back out. Good. Now bringing both knees up to the chest as we pull both of our knees towards our bodies. Transitioning the hands so they're behind the knees as we begin a couple spinal rolls. Coming back and up, coming back and up, rolling back and all the way up. So we find ourselves back in our seated position. From here, we're gonna shift to the long side of our mat. So we begin to wind down this practice. It's coming to an easy seat. From here, reaching both arms up to the sky. So we take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, reaching arms back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Bowing the head down to our heart as we begin to thank ourselves for taking this time to start our yoga practice and doing something kind for ourselves and our bodies. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.